One of the most unique sculptures you'll ever see. The Fist of Joe Louis at Hart Plaza. We're coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. DA.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Young and Carter are the big men inside. White is out there with the chosen one, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Doumbouya is out there with John Henson, and it's Rose in at the 1. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
So Detroit will get the first possession. Pass to Kennard. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's the chosen one. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Doumbouya pulls it in. Fast break, Detroit. There's Rose with the 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's the chosen one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Indiana Pacers. Now Rose, who's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. Lays it up and banks it in.
That play was made by Derrick Rose because of his ability to play pick-and-roll basketball.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free. And to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game, people were really generally happy for Derrick Rose. It's hard to try to stop D.Rose when he's committed to scoring. Get out of his way.
Here's the chosen one. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Kennard kicks to Rose. Pass to Snell. Kennard for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Detroit where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Rose, no good. The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Young. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Snell, the pass to Rose. Over Porter. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's the chosen one. Kennard covering. No good from the chosen one. To the left side wing. Rose against White. Back to Kennard. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Nice pass by D.Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's the chosen one. He has 6. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Carter. Here's White trying to get open as Carter. White, good.
There's a reason why Kobe takes a good number of threes a game. He's effective from deep.
Bounce pass from Rose. Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kennard's shot is off.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's the chosen one. Back to Young. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Snell finds Rose. Passes it to Kennard. Floats it up for Rose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Pistons. Langston Galloway comes in for Rose. Chicago also making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Levine comes in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Now here's Levine. Last game we saw him score 13. Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Brown. They get it back. Goes back up. Young, no good. Pistons trailed by 5. Kennard on the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see it. Oh!
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Galloway, the pass to Kennard. Brown outside. Here's Galloway. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Langston Galloway maneuvering himself around the painted area.
Bean passes to the chosen one. Back to Levine. Over Kennard. Levine can't hit. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to Cleveland. Galloway taking his time here. There's the pass to Brown. Back to Galloway. Pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. A rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. And now the first time out called here for Detroit. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Mikhailuk is checked in, and it's Jordan McRae in for Kennard. The Bulls leading by 7. Done with it, and it's Henson picking him up. Dunn passes to Gafford. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
For Chicago, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Saransky's checked in for Dunn.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 9. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Levine. It's Brown on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He kicks to Galloway. Tries it from the top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Satoransky looking around. To the inside. Gafford. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And the Bulls lead by 11. 1:27 left to play here in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Balls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Bulls leading by 9. Outside, Levine. Pass to Valentine. And it's off from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Brown and Levine with the block.
You see the quickness and focus of Levine. Tracks the shot, shuts it down.
Outside, Levine. Now, here's Satoransky. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. Pass to Levine. Over Brown. Levine can't hit. And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 7-point differential. The pass to Henson. He feeds it to Galloway. It's deflected. They recover it. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but
don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players.
You know, this game, it's a physical game, obviously, but, a lot of it is mental. So, just, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Then there's Valentine, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Pistons trail by 8. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to McCray. Got a piece of it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Satoransky. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
McCray kicks to Brown. Here's McCray. Satoransky covering. Brown the pass to Snell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Doomboy is checked in for Detroit. Rose comes in for Bruce Brown. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Young comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Porter's checked in for Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine. And so Snell nails both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Chicago leading by 6. And White kicks to Satoransky. White the pass to Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor. The 3rd overall pick in 2013, Porter's gotten the big contract. He's been traded. He's had a lot going on early in his career.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons. The chosen one, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Porter drops them both. Pistons trail by 8. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Rose. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Rose has got 6.
The threat of Rose's drive unlocks opportunities for his jumper, and he knows how to capitalize.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Rose passes to Kennard. Off target from outside. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's the chosen one. He's got 10. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
The chosen one passes to Carter. No good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And here's Kennard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Here's the chosen one. Six on the shot clock. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And the Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Chris Dunn's checked in for the chosen one.
Kobe White with the quickness and the dunk at the end.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 14. Shot to stop the run. Carter pulls it in. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Dunn, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Detroit.
Not the easiest guy to stick. Chris Dunn's quickness puts defenders in difficult spots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Yep, it counts.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Here's Rose. It's tipped. Outside Porter. White, wide open. He fired. Come on. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here is Carter. 17-point lead, their biggest. There's Porter with the three, but they get it back. Here's Young, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
For Chicago, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
One shot.
Pistons trail by 20. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here is Rose. He has 6. Here's Galloway.
And their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then.
14 feet away. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Inside. The shot's good from Henson. Henson's got 10 points in the game.
Langston Galloway with a nice assist. Hopefully we can see more of this.
And finished off by Porter.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Rose dishes to Galloway, and stolen by Dunn. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Carter down low. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Carter.
Coming to the league ready to play. Carter is smart, he's versatile, and he's relatively polished.
So for the Pistons, Mikhailuk is checked in, and McRae's subbed in for Luke Kennard. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. Bean comes in for White. Carter hits them both.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Carter. He's off on that one. And Detroit the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Detroit making a switch here. Patton's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Satoransky's subbed in for Chris Dunn. The Bulls leading by 22. Outside, Levine. Pass to Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Satoransky's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Doumbouya. That's tipped. Outside, Levine. Valentine passes to Satoransky. Kicks it to Valentine. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Satoransky against Brown. Passes it to McRae. Over Levine. Nice D from Levine. And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. John Henson out there with Doumbouya. And it's Rose in at the point guard. Poke loose. Porter with the steal. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. White with it. Young outside. Here's the chosen one. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that's 18 points for the chosen one.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The pass to Snell. Clock at 4. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. They get it again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And the foul on John Henson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Floats it up for Young. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And here comes White, leading the fast break, and he gets the bucket. White's got 9.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Pass to Kennard. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Rose. And the layup is good. He's got 8.
It doesn't matter if the defense is hanging all over D.Rose. He is still draining shots in their grill.
Passes to the chosen one. And it's blocked.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Rose, no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's the chosen one. Rebound by the Pistons. Now Kennard. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
White, good.
Terrific play in the paint by Kobe White. Uses his athleticism to find a shot.
Rose up on top, defended by Young. Young with the steal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Rose kicks to Kennard. Back to Rose. Over to the left wing. Snell from outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 20. Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
With a 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He tallied 25 points, and his aggressiveness allowed him to make an impact from the charity stripe as well. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Then for the Bulls, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Bean comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's done in for Kobe White. They need this, and the layup is good.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Galloway kicks to Brown. And there's the pass to McCray. Here's Mikhailuk. Drops in the tray. Mikhailuk's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
No good from the chosen one. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Galloway. Dunn covering. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. The kick out to Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's Galloway. Bean with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Pass to the chosen one.
Oh,
that was something else.
That was nasty. Yes. Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Here's Galloway. Dunn covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
After going undrafted, Langston Galloway in 2015, he was named to the all-rookie second team. It's a terrific story.
Justin Patton, he's checked in for Thonmaker. Chicago also making some changes. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Denzel Valentine comes in for the chosen one. And Zedaransky subbed in for Dunn. Galloway hits both of them. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Levine, good.
Excellent play call, and Levine looking very smooth, working off the catch and shoot.
Here's Galloway. Zedaransky covering. Out to the right wing. Here's McCray. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Now here's Valentine. Tight defense on him. Chalk up 2 there. Valentine's got 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Patton. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Well, Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Thien passes to Gafford. Bulls moving the ball around. Kick out to Levine. No good on the 3.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Here's Galloway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And the basket by Hutchison.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's McCray. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And so it's Chicago, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. So for Chicago right now, we've got Sederansky, Valentine out there with Harrison, and it's Cornette in at the center position. Here's Pat. Here's Knight. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The 3 from Valentine. Rebound by the Pistons. Brown outside. Makes it off the glass.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And Sederansky kicks to Cornette. That one goes in. Cornette's got his first points of the game.
You have to be ready to receive when Sederansky has the ball. Shows excellent vision.
Outside Knight for the 3. Harrison with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Cornette. Now here's Sederansky. Not a lot of room. Cornette can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's denied. But they'll get another chance. Patton the pass to Brown. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Here's Pat. Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. Knight, that's a two-pointer, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Luke can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Cornette fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
Tony Snell's checked in for Detroit. Luke Kennard comes in for Bruce Brown. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Knight passes to Patton. Now Kennard drains it from beyond the arc.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Here's Dunn. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. To the middle. 4 on the shot clock.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
Personal foul, Brandon Knight. Shooting free throws.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Harrison. Dishes it to Dunn. To the paint. Here's Carter. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That's good from Carter.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Knight against Dunn. Passes it to Snell. Here's Knight. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. Dunn outside. Now the pass to Carter. Shoots a fader, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now, here is Knight. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Dunn's running to the wing right side. Cornette kicks to Dunn. Trying to get open is Carter. Dunn misses. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And here is Knight. Pass to Patton. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The chosen one, he's checked in for Chicago.
Number 25.
Here's Maker. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Maker's got his first bucket in this one.
Like a lot of 7-footers now, Maker's better facing up than working back to the basket.
Here's the chosen one. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Knight. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Satoransky's checked in for Chris Dunn. Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the chosen one. Kennard covering. Carter kicks to Satoransky. Passes it to the chosen one. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Satoransky against Knight. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Here's the chosen one. That one's not going to go. And Detroit the other way now. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Here's the chosen one. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The chosen one's got 18 points now here in the second half.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Knight looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Here's Patton, defended by Carter. Good. 1:33 left in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the chosen one.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
The Pistons making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
.54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
A pretty versatile defender. Satoransky shows good size and sneaky athleticism.
To the right side. Here's the chosen one. Back to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Harrison, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Snell, the pass to Mikhailuk. Maker kicks to Knight. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count it, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim.
Wow!
Young fella. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.